So this is my second Tea Talks. I've been to the one previously, couldn't come to the one before, but that's not important. So what I would love to say about Tea Talks is how amazing the vibe is. It's very different. It's not a networking event. It's almost, you need to experience it rather than someone tries to explain it to you. The company is absolutely incredible. The things we do is amazing, and we even had a card pull today from amazing Nadine, and it's phenomenal. So what I would say to everybody is try it. At least try it once and see how we are unable and why we are unable to explain it to you, and just saying to you, come and experience it.
Do you know, Tea Talks is something that's a little bit different from, I'm going to talk about Nadine in a second, but Tea Talks is a little bit different from your typical networking. It's an opportunity to just really come together and to speak about things that are relevant as a business owner, as a woman, as a friend. And Nadine has managed to pull this together, and she's got so much passion behind it. And it's not about becoming a massive networking event. It's about an intimate space in a lovely surroundings that gives us all an opportunity to just to be ourselves and to learn something new and to come away feeling inspired. So if you're feeling inclined, come and give it a go. We'd love to see you here.
I think the key thing for me with Tea Talks is the depth of the conversation. So we really kind of take a deeper dive into whatever the topic is that day. Sometimes it can be business, sometimes it can be personal, but it's really the depth of conversation, and everybody's got something to input, and there's something that I take from everybody, even if your experiences are slightly different. So I feel like that's the real takeaway for me. And then obviously what I also love is at the end of Tea Talks, we go out onto the streets of London town and get some photos of everybody, which is really good fun as well. So yeah, if you've not come to Tea Talks yet, you definitely need to give it a go.
The first thing actually saw you going to one of the Tea Talks, and I was like, this sounds really interesting, because it's not the traditional networking event or anything like that. It's so much about participation and being, exchanging ideas and coming back out with higher energy and more inspiration and all that kind of things. So that was the first thing. Then I met Nadine, which I never met before. And I was like, I really like this girl and I love her energy. And the fact that we would all participate to the discussions and different topics every time. So it's not getting bored, repeated type of thing. And it's very organic. Everybody contributes to something. And this is already for me the second time coming. I always come out with kind of food for thoughts and soul food and ideas and something to work on afterwards, or even something as straightforward as realizing there's an aspect of me that I didn't consider before. So make sure you come, because it's unique. You cannot call it a networking event, because it's not. It's more about inspired people sitting around the same table and sharing their wisdom.
My inspiration for Tea Talks came from my family upbringing, and my grandmother and my mother and all the other ladies that were within our family, or the friends and neighbours that used to come round, and we would sit around a kitchen table, and all of the women would be discussing everything from their businesses to the things that they were doing on a daily basis, or the holiday that they'd been to. Everything would revolve around that table. And I think for me, creating a table where the new queens of the table can sit and we can experience the same level of depth and interaction and immerse ourselves into each other, and the conversations and the wisdom that come out of that, that we can then take into our businesses and into our lives and feel much more fulfilled, and with a natural expansion that happens from the knowledge that you've gained from all of these incredible women who come along to Tea Talks. And I can't ever imagine not having a Tea Talks now that Tea Talks has started. It's something that I think that every woman should at least experience and be able to come home at the end of the day and say, that was incredible, that was full of the women I wanted to be around, and that is something that's going to take me further on into my business and into my life. And that is where the inspiration for Tea Talks came from.